Hi everybody, this is Sam Tube based in Korea that gives guide to music and hi-fi gears. Last time Sam Tube introduced Korean high-end cable brand Athena Muse. They have a couple of lineups. Some are pure silver lineups and some are mixed with the copper cables. But mainly they are specialists with the silver conductor. Last time we have reviewed number 2 lineups of Athena Muse. That was the first review of Athena Muse in English. In that video, we introduced number 2 lineup, Artes 2. And after that, Athena Muse developed the number 1 lineup that is called Miracle. Maybe the designer, who is the CEO of Athena Muse, I suppose his desire is to make top-notch cable of Korean made. And after finish it, maybe he is satisfied with the result. That's why he put the name is Miracle. That is the flagship lineup of the Athena Muse at the moment. This time also, they put silver conductor, but it's not pure silver. Designer thought ideal flagship of his cable is the silver cable that is properly supported by copper cable. He simply told me it's better than silver cable. So he wanted to put more dynamics and more power and also more musical spirit into the characteristic of silver conductor. That makes final architecture and geometry of the Miracle cable. This time also, he do not expose final composition, something like how they finish the surface of the conductor portion between silver and copper. Of course, we know most of the conductor is silver, but how much and what kind of silver and copper is mixed with it is a secret. Major portion of the silver and the minor portion of the copper. Every conductor shielded with the Teflon. Many audiophiles know that this is a qualified shielding material. When finally terminated with the sheaths, for the Miracle lineups, they put violet color. Last time Artes 2 was dark blue color sheaths and terminations. The upper level Miracles is a quite different color in violets. And of course, Miracle lineup is also composed of full portfolio cables from loudspeaker cables and interconnector and power cables and USB-B digital cables, everything. They are serviced in their own boxes. So most important thing is that what kind of sound the Miracle. Some guys who didn't watch the last Artes 2 video, the Miracle can explain what kind of sound Athena Muse is aiming for. So let's see what kind of sound Miracle lineup is presenting. Here we go. The Athena Muse cable has their own characteristic when we first encounter their product. This is a metal bar like this. What Athena Muse differentiated from other cable is that they want to make some aesthetic. The designer wanted to put special design like this. You may see on the photo is a small mineral stone coming from the Swarovski, famous jewelry brand. So they put red and blue, so it distinguishes plus and minus from their stone color. Very beautiful and easy to find plus and minus. And this time the violet color, they put some qualified fabrics, and so the color is very classy. What kind of sound the Miracle lineup is presenting? As you may know that pure silver conductor has a very qualified resolution and very bright high frequencies. I found the Miracle cables have more character of the silver conductor. There is more resolution, more clear and compact imaging from the sound. That means Miracle has more character of typical silver conductor cable has. And the important thing is that that's not all the Miracle cables have. Miracle cables have another one that is quite different from the Artes 2. That is dynamics and more powered energy. So when I hear some music that has dynamic and full powered sound, I feel like it has silver and copper too. And that moment I imagine that why the designer has put copper conductor into the silver cables. So after hooked with the Miracle cables, every music has bigger energies and more dynamic. So the system has widened their music genres. The sound has bigger range of music style. Jazz and classic, single instrument music, and big composition of the orchestra with the choruses. Every music is very sophisticated and dynamic too. I am familiar with the many silver cables and also copper cables and copper coated silver cables too. And I feel the Miracle cables are composed of the best of the silver cables and the best of the copper cables and mixed it together with the major characteristic of the silver cable, but don't lose the characteristic of copper cable too. There is a nice blending of the silver and copper to express every music more musical and better sound. What Miracle cables attracted me is that their sound is not similar with the cable brand I know. Their sound and style is very unique. The designer of the Athena Muse cable, he's aiming for differentiating his cable from existing other cable brand, regardless of the silver or copper conductor. This is the second time that I reviewed Athena Muse cable. What makes me introduce this cable is that it's a Korean-based company and designer is one of the music crazy guy. He wants to create the cable for the most of the music he likes to sound it better through the cable he designed and made. So at the moment, Miracle is the solution he have finalized. Of course, we can expect later he develop better cables over the Miracles. However, when I hear the Miracle cables, it's already sufficient to hear most of the qualified music. For information, Athena Muse is participating major international hi-fi fairs. So we can see in the Exponer and the Munich and the Warsaw, Poland too, you can meet the name of the Athena Muse. When you have chance to visit the global high-end audio fair, please look for the name of the Athena Muse. Then you can find one of the best cables in the world. I highly recommend. This is the end of my second review of the Athena Muse cable. Thank you for watching, and I'll try to make more chances to introduce more Korean-based companies that already have some high level to introduce globally. That can be loudspeaker and the amplifier and other streaming player, everything. See you next time with the other brand and other products.